Support for this podcast comes from St. Alphonsus Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinics, with physicians, physical therapists, and trainers who treat sports and performance-related injuries, with locations across the valley. More information on services and locations at stalphonsus.org/stayactive.
From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector. It's Idaho's Daily News. Good morning. I'm George Prentice. Today, we'll tell you how some Idaho lawmakers were briefed on a possible U.S. government shutdown. There are some new statistics out concerning discipline of Idaho students, and there's a big change in the weather. It is Tuesday, the 9th of September, and here come today's stories. Idaho lawmakers got an update Monday on yet another possible shutdown of the federal government. In about 3 weeks, the government's funding will run out. That as Congress's partisan divides continue to harden. Dirk Mendive is the district director for the office of Idaho Congressman Russ Fulcher. Yesterday, he stood before the legislature's Committee on Federalism.
There is the possibility there could be a government shutdown going forward if things are figured out ahead of time. But we, as far as the office, as far as my boss, do believe that another continuing resolution is probably going to be most likely. If they don't get close on that, then there's talk of potentially another year-long CR that would just put it all the way through till September 30th of 2026, which would also put the fight right before the midterm election.
And again, the CR is a continuing resolution, a temporary patchwork of funding. For the record, there have been 14 partial government shutdowns since 1981, most of which lasted a day or two. But in December 2018, there was a 34-day shutdown of the federal government, that during President Trump's first term. In his effort to deploy more National Guard to American communities, the latest city that has drawn President Trump's ire is here in the Northwest. Courtney Sherwood is with Oregon Public Broadcasting.
President Donald Trump has already deployed National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, he says, to fight crime and disorder in those cities. Now he says he's adding Portland to the list of cities that might be next.
We're going to wipe them out. They've ruined that city. What they've done to that place is it's like living in hell.
Trump alleged without evidence that the people who've recently been protesting outside the city's ICE building are paid agitators. He said he believes the National Guard would be able to stop those protests. Courtney Sherwood reporting.
There are some newly released statistics regarding disciplinary incidents in Idaho schools. During the last school year, 2024 through 25, there were just over 20,000 suspensions and 92 students were expelled from school. Idaho Ed News is reporting on the data. During the last school year, there were 172 incidents involving weapons, 65 of those incidents involving knives, 6 involving a handgun. Idaho Ed News reports that compared to the previous school year, the number of disciplinary incidents was similar. Sophie Adams is at the National Weather Service office here in Boise. Sophie, good morning.
Good morning, George. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's my understanding we have quite a bit of change in the outlook. What can you tell us about what we can expect today?
Yes, so we have an upper-level low-pressure system moving onto the west coast today. We are expecting that to bring chances of showers, mainly to higher terrain. It will bring cooler temperatures across the region with highs in the Treasure Valley in the low 80s and highs in the mountains in the low to mid-70s.
And does any of that stick around for a few days?
Yes, it looks like it'll stick around, and we'll actually have showers begin to expand across the whole area. So overnight, Tuesday evening into Wednesday, we are expecting about a 20 to 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and that'll increase a little bit as we get into Wednesday afternoon and into Thursday. So we are expecting increased chances of mainly rain showers, but a chance of a thunderstorm Wednesday through Thursday.
And what's on the other side of that as we look to the weekend?
Yeah, as we get to the weekend, it does look like we dry out a little bit. We will have about a 10 to 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday with much cooler temperatures, so temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for most of the region on Thursday and Friday. And then as we get into the weekend, our temperatures start to climb up a little bit, and so we'll be back into, it looks like, the upper 70s to low 80s by the end of day on Sunday.
And a bit of sunshine, possibly?
Yes, yeah, much more sunshine by the weekend.
Okay, she is Sophie Adams at the National Weather Service office. Sophie, have a really good Tuesday.
Thank you. You too, George.
And that is today's episode of The Connector. I'm George Prentice. We will see you back here on Wednesday. To stay in touch with the news between now and then, check out BoiseStatePublicRadio.org or download the free Boise State Public Radio app. And thanks for listening.
It's rare to find a podcast that can actually change your life. But when the show's called Life Kit, that's kind of the whole point. I'm Marielle Segarra. 3 times a week on the Life Kit podcast, we guide you through a topic we could all use help with, from personal development to healthy living to managing your dinero, with takeaways so you can start living what you learn right away. Escucha el Life Kit podcast from NPR.